What lies ahead for Carlos Sainz in his journey with Ferrari? As we look ahead to the upcoming seasons of Formula One, we find ourselves in the midst of an unusually stagnant drivers' market. With all drivers confirmed on the grid for the 2024 season, we can expect the first major movements in the lead up to 2025 and 2026. Many contracts are due to expire, including those of Ferrari's dynamic duo, Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. Now, the renewal of Charles Leclerc's contract is seen as a priority for Scuderia Ferrari, and it seems almost certain that the Monegasque will continue to be the beating heart of the Maranello team. However, the future of Carlos Sainz with Ferrari is still shrouded in uncertainty. While Ferrari recognizes the value of the Spaniard, the expectations of the driver himself must be considered. With Carlos Sainz, the perspective seems different. Ferrari recognizes the value of the Spaniard, but this must be balanced with the driver's expectations. So, who could replace Carlos Sainz if he decides not to renew his contract with Ferrari? This question is as complex as a chess game, considering the impressive performance of Sainz over the past 3 seasons. The Spaniard has proven to be a valuable asset, securing 17 podiums and 2 victories, including the memorable win in Singapore in 2023. Finding a suitable replacement for a driver of Carlos Sainz's caliber is no small feat. The alternative must not only match his driving prowess, but also fit into the dynamic of the team and meet the expectations of Ferrari's global fan base. This narrows down the list of potential candidates significantly. In the past, names like Nico Hülkenberg and Daniel Ricciardo were solid considerations for Ferrari. However, circumstances have changed, and it's regrettable to say that they no longer fit the bill. Yuki Tsunoda and the 2 Alpine drivers, while talented, also fall short of the ideal profile to pair with Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris, a rising star in the sport, is another potential candidate. His contract with McLaren expires in 2025, and he has also piqued the interest of Red Bull. However, Lando Norris is a central figure in McLaren's future plans, making his availability highly unlikely. The most viable alternative appears to be Alexander Albon. The Thai driver has been linked with Ferrari for months, and his interest in the team is no secret. Alex Albon, a former Red Bull driver, is eager to prove his worth once again. If he can free himself from his current contract with Williams by 2025, he could be a strong contender for the seat. But even with Albon, there are risks involved. Yet, despite the speculations and market rumors, the choice of Sainz's replacement remains a gamble. It's a decision that must be weighed carefully, with the future of one of the most iconic teams in Formula One hanging in the balance. But what does this mean for Carlos Sainz if he decides to leave Ferrari? If Sainz were to part ways with the prancing horse, one must wonder where he could land. Among the top teams in the last World Championship, his options seem rather limited. Red Bull, Mercedes, and McLaren all appear to be out of the question, at least until 2025. Even Aston Martin seems a far-fetched possibility. These are the top 5 teams, including his current one, that dominated the previous season. But with their lineups seemingly set in stone, it's difficult to envision Sainz finding a place among them. The F1 world is a carousel of changing alliances and shifting loyalties, but even in this whirlwind, certain paths seem less likely than others. So, where does that leave Carlos Sainz? Only time will tell. As the F1 world watches and waits, the future of Carlos Sainz and the potential reshuffle at Ferrari remain intriguing mysteries.